What is up, Earthnoids and Spacenoids? I am just a simple new type, and in this episode, we are diving back into the 1-year war in Mobile Suit Gundam, The Origin. Last time, Amuro got into the Gundam and went to Earth. The Red Comet, Char Aznable, kicks a fool, and then meets up with his boyfriend. This time, Char is over his boyfriend and dumps him harder than a gal crashing towards Earth. We also get to see Char and Garma hang out in Hollywood and take in the sun. So let's get into this. Char's soon-to-be ex walks in while he's taking a shower. Prepare to be serviced. They are in Hollywood, one of the few areas that haven't been completely carpet bombed. He looks out to downtown, which has been destroyed by the looks of it. The mayor is in control of the guerrillas in the area, and they need to keep a close eye on him. Garma says that he thinks Icelina is constantly testing him. Char tells him he is overthinking it. On White Base, things are going hectic. Sayla is helping out in the med bay, as there have been some serious injuries over the past few battles. They want to prioritize crew members, but Sayla says that they have to treat everyone equally. The refugees on White Base don't play too big of a role on the anime, but here we are seeing the brutality of what is happening outside of the crew. Lieutenant Reed notes that San Diego to Phoenix is covered in Zeon troops. Staying to the coast while Amuro rests is the best plan for now. Lieutenant Reed doesn't like this. We get the scene where Lieutenant Reed makes Kika cry. Amuro goes to the mess hall where Frau gives him some food. An old man steals bread from a little kid, and Amuro gives the kids his food while giving the old man the evil eyes. At least we are seeing some justification for Amuro not wanting to leave his room. Just like the anime, some of the refugees kidnap Frau and the kids and begin giving demands. They want off the ship even though they are in Zeon territory. A Luggan is tailing them currently. Amuro goes on standby in the Gundam, knowing that Bright will handle the refugees. He then tells Kai Shiden to stop talking shit and annoying people. Back in LA, it looks like Garma took control of the Chateau Marmont, a famous hotel in Hollywood. Char and Garma are hanging out by the pool. The California sun is killing Char's skin. He makes a joke about being allergic to particular bloodlines, and the two lovers have a laugh. That is when Icelina comes in. Char learns that she is the daughter of the mayor, who they have been keeping an eye on. Garma was obviously keeping an eye on the wrong person. He is in love with the mayor's daughter. Garma introduces his girlfriend to his boyfriend. The refugees keep getting in the way on White Base. Lieutenant Reed suggests that they let them off. Mirai says that if you ask for a ceasefire while letting off passengers, Zeon would probably oblige. Garma gets the call that White Base wants a ceasefire. Garma doesn't want to allow it, but Char suggests that they let them. He says that he will go deal with it, while Garma and Icelina have a little alone time. He tells Char to bring back White Base for him, as it is his prey. The crew prep the gunperry to take out refugees. They head out. Frau Bow realizes that Amuro and the boys are plotting something and can sense it. The team sets off a fake bomb to make it look like the gunperry engines go down. The ship crash lands. Meanwhile, Char and his team head out. One thing that is really cool about Origin is that they take advantage of the environment. Here we see Char and his Zaku slide down the Hoover Dam. The show was just generic wastelands for the most part in the anime. Char gets notice that the gunperry is going down. He gets intel that it is actually a transport vehicle. He then realizes that the Trojan horse is planning something. One refugee and her son head off to St. Agnes to find her late husband's village. Amuro and the Gundam and Kai and the gun cannon launch from the gunperry and head back to White Base. The Luggan watching over the gunperry notices this and attacks them. They are able to take down the Luggan, and it crash lands near the young mother and son. Char makes his way towards White Base. The gun tanks launch to protect the ship. White Base is hit. The Zaku aims between the legs of White Base. They're trying to hit White Base in the balls. One of the Zakus go down. It is the Gundam and the gun cannon coming in the flank. Garma makes his way to the battlefield. He has Magella attack tanks pointed in their direction, ready to provide backup, but he believes that Char is able to handle it on his own. The downed Luggan pilots run into the young mother and son. Char and Amuro continue fighting. Meanwhile, the Zeon pilots help the mother and tell her that the wasteland she is standing in is St. Agnes. The city is no more. The battle between Char and Amuro is more intense in the manga. Bright decides to take off and meet up with the gunperry. Garma will be able to intercept, but that is when the Medea comes in to help White Base. They retreat, and Garma is not able to get a good hit on them. Once they retreat, they touch down to meet with Medea commander, Lieutenant Matilda. Bright wants to know when he is getting his salary. That's interesting. Just concerned about a paycheck, Bright? Amuro gets his first military boner. Lieutenant Matilda takes off after resupplying White Base. Everyone is hanging out in the sun, having a good time. It is reminiscent of the end of the Origin OVA kind of. Amuro, however, went off on his own to return to his hometown. He goes to his old home to find EFF soldiers and prostitutes. He goes upstairs to find an old toy which triggers a flashback of his mother. He heads out to find an old woman getting harassed. The old woman notices Amuro. She informs him that his mother is alive and at a nearby refugee camp. Back on White Base, Bright finds Masaki cleaning on her off time. Masaki was also in the show, but has such a minimal role. She is like the female Jobjon. Nobody remembers Jobjon. She wonders if the refugees will end up involved in this war. Back on the bridge, they receive a message from EFF to help in liberating Los Angeles the next day. They will receive help from the guerrillas in the area. This, of course, is the mayor's guerrillas that Garma supposedly is keeping an eye on. Amuro's tracker shows them that he is wandering off into Zeon territory. They have to go get him. Meanwhile, Ryu and Hayato are getting down on the mats doing a little judo. Bright cuts their leave short and puts them back on duty. Kai and Sayla head out to go after Amuro and the refugee camp, while Ryu goes to scout in the core fighter. Amuro makes it to the refugee camp and reunites with his mother. Ryu is spotted by 2 Luggins who begin attacking him. They are from the hot dog patrol. Really? While the scene where Amuro hides under the blankets and shoots a Zeon soldier plays out, just like the anime, Ryu is in an intense dogfight. He is able to take them out, but they hit the gas tank, and the core fighter is leaking fuel. He leaves it in the hands of Kai and Sayla. In the anime, Amuro took out the core fighter instead of a jeep. Kai says he has a bad feeling about this, and Sayla responds by saying it seems he actually does care. Sayla mans the turret. After Amuro does his big boy talk about war with his mother, he rushes back in the jeep only to be found out by Zeon forces. Ah snap, we have ourselves a little jeep battle. Sayla and Kai come in to save Amuro right in the nick of time. Amuro's mother cries. Meanwhile, oh my god, watch out! Someone hand me the bazooka! Dops incoming! We're all gonna die. This jeep battle is one of the best battles so far in the manga. You know, this manga with futuristic fighting robots? Huh. They explode one of the Dops and get the hell out of there. One of the coolest shots out of the horizon comes White Base. The manga from here plays out the same. Bright meets Amuro's mom, they bid each other farewell, and she mourns for her baby boy who has now become a man. Downtown LA. I guess it isn't completely destroyed? We get the party thrown by the mayor. Garma and Char flirt a little bit. He then says he would leave Zeon for Icelina if necessary. That is when he gets called out regarding White Base. But in this case, it is happening right in his backyard. White Base holds out and waits for the cavalry. They finally get a flare from the reinforcements. The ship hides out in an abandoned convention center while the rebels push throughout all of the greater LA area. Garma, with Char, head out to retaliate. Char heads out with his team of Zakus to drive out White Base. Amuro launches in the Gundam. Char notices the location of White Base, but he doesn't tell Garma. This is different from the anime where Char lies and lures him out. As the Gal heads past White Base, it fires its megaparticle cannon. Blame this on the misfortune of your birth, ha 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 ha. As Garma tries to go out in glorious battle, kamikazing White Base, Mirai is able to accelerate and pull up just in time to miss the ship. Garmazabi is killed in action. Mayor Joseph's guerrillas that Garma wanted to keep an eye on from the beginning were in fact working with EFF during this attempt to retake Los Angeles. His men were more or less all slaughtered by Zeon. The mayor tells Icelina that Garma was killed in action. She passes out in delusion of this news. While passed out in the corner, Zeon soldiers come barging in. They know that the mayor betrayed them and execute him on the spot. On the dark side of the moon lays Side 3. There, the sovereign leader, Degwin Soto Zabi, gets news of the death of his son. And that will do it for this episode. I do like seeing Los Angeles as a backdrop to a battlefield, which is becoming more and more a reality in 2024. You like generic looking rocks? Because in the animation, all you get is generic looking rocks. I really enjoyed the art direction of the Jeep battle and would like to see more boots on the ground action like this. Next time, get ready to romba down that row. A fascist makes a funeral all about himself. Typical fascists. And the Zabi Space Ninja and Red Comet meet up, while White Base makes its way to Jaburo. But that will do it for now, new types. Remember, sometimes there's nothing you could do. It simply is the misfortune of your birth. Peace.